Hi. So I'm currently recording this real quick as I'm editing it because I'd like to start off by saying two things. First off, I have no clue what I was doing with my tongue the whole time. And yeah, enjoy my suffering. So au revoir. Oh yeah, and if I'm focusing a lot, I'll often go silent. I don't know why. I can't have interesting dialogue while doing something. My brain just doesn't let me. But yeah. Oh yeah, and I know 3 messages before our video starts, but this is mostly the entire uncut video. I just cut some parts that I thought were awkward or didn't really add anything. I just cut those out. But other than that, it's the full footage. So if you don't like long videos and you think I talk too slow, I would recommend putting it at 1.5 times speed, especially in the middle of the video, because if I move along the timeline, the parts without those little lines is parts where I go silent. So just saying, unless you want to hear all that. Also, this. Why did I go silent for that long? Oh my goodness. What was I doing? So yeah, put it on 1.5 speed. For your sake, not mine. Yeah, once again, enjoy my suffering. This should be the final message. Little. Hello, wonderful people of the internet. And today, I have a new camera angle. Let's go! Before, it was over there on top of my main monitor, but now I can do this. So that's a plus. Alright, enough said. Basically, I wanted to see just how powerful, how good I can do if I essentially put Germany and the Axis on about 20 tons of steroids. And a pacemaker, I guess. You're gonna need a pacemaker after that. Basically, I ultra boosted the Axis and Germany and Italy and Japan, so I'm expecting massive results. But first, chocolate. My grandma brought me this from Guinea Conakry. Where will it go? For some reason, my room is the hottest in the house. Alright. Let's go! Christopher Ronaldo. Suey. Who would win on a 1v1? Messi or Ronaldo? Drop your guess in the comments. But Germany, even it's not my favorite nation to play. That title goes to the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. Now, I do think this will be the first time I'll be playing. This is the first time I've ever done 4-year plan. I always go with the non-historical, but I'm picking all of the historical choices here. Well, not all of them. Historically, I don't think that you know, I don't think historically Germany won, but we'll have to see. I gotta fix my camera. Golly gee willikers. Move that up. You don't want to see that. Riz, I know. So, 4-year plan. Start, and then we're gonna immediately try and rush the Anschluss and get down here. I'm going to, yeah, I'm gonna actually bother to wait a bit until the historical time. Basically, I'm gonna make myself even more overpowered than I already am. I know, it's hard to believe. And a strategy I can use. Wow. Okay, so I just realized I didn't realize that that the bus would stack. I thought it would actually no, I did realize that. Yeah, so I'm pretty much just going to make Germany as overpowered as possible. Keep in mind, real quick, a disclaimer, I am not a Nazi. I despise the Nazis and everything that they stand for. They were horrible, and neo-Nazis are just as bad. They're no bueno. Not at all. And, honestly, if I had the opportunity, I'd go back in time and drop kick Senor Mustache Man over here. Luckily for me, my camera prevents me from showing his name. The few hair over here. If I could, assuming there would be no repercussions to the timeline which would prevent me from then existing, meaning I couldn't go back in time to do this, I would personally go and kick him like a football, an American football specifically. Like, if I could, I would go back in time myself and kick him as a baby, like an American football when it goes off field. You know what I'm talking about, right? Look at that beautiful face. I know, it's wonderful. Please don't file a restraining order. I just realized, why is this part demilitarized? Why not only the part that's like over the Rhine River? That's what I don't get. Look at all that coastline. You know, what if we had more? You know, it would be so awesome. It would be so cool. I cracked myself up. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have oil. So, wait, not unfortunately. It's not bad that I don't have oil. That means the Americans won't want anything to do with me. Get it? Because oil. Looking straight into the camera hurts my eyes because there's a ring. There's a ring of death. I mean, a ring of light, not death. Or is there? Yeah, there's just a ring of light there. It hurts my eyes. It's no bueno. Anyways, so we got this. I'm putting it on the border of Austria. I already know that they won't, like, say, I already know they're not gonna say no. because this is historical. They can't say no. Right. But yeah, they can't say no. I'm just putting troops on their border for giggles and for threats. This is a threat. You are not safe, Tyler. I know where you live, Tyler. And I'm talking to a very specific Tyler. If your name is Tyler and you don't happen to be the Tyler I'm talking about, I apologize, but you know who you are, Tyler. We go to the same school, Tyler. We're in the same STEM class, Tyler. I'm gonna find where you live, Tyler. Okay, I'm joking. Stay on your toes, Tyler. Alright, so because I don't think I'm overpowered enough, what I'm gonna do, first off, listen, I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm making myself as overpowered as possible. That includes giving myself an obscene amount of divisions. Basically, I'm gonna make myself kaboom. There goes your toad. Wait, no. I'm gonna make myself explode in power. I could make a really bad joke here. I could make myself explode like a city block. That's a really bad joke. Alright, these are all veteran divisions. I'm telling you, I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm going to be insanely overpowered. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I will be the most powerful. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I know. Great joke. So, yeah, no, I told you, I'm gonna be the most powerful. It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. So we maxed out that. I'm not done. We're also maxing out experience. That says add 50 air experience. It didn't only add 50. I don't know why, but it can't do Navy. Alright, now I'm insanely overpowered. I'm not gonna cheat in any more buffs now, by the way. But, yeah, that's how overpowered. This isn't even 1% of my true power. I'm joking, that's really corny. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. It would be so awesome. Aha. Now we're not spawning anything in. And now we can do A whole lot of trolling. Yeah, a whole lot. A ton. A cubic meter. Or if you're American like me, a cubic foot. Malaysia. What? I almost forgot this exists. I'm not gonna spawn in more though, don't worry, I'm already overpowered enough. Ooh. Alright, so I just realized I can do the Angelus already. I'm only in a slight deficit. A slight deficit. I almost forgot this. If you want, you can follow along because this is this is gonna be massive. And you know what else is massive? The army. What you think I was gonna say? Oh, okay. So now the Navy. First off, you're gonna. All right. And now defense and attack. And here we have a really big Air Force. Now, I know, call me dumb, but I have no clue how to use paradropper or parachute dudes. I know what they're supposed to be called, I think. Okay, we're not overpowered enough, okay? Okay. Actually, though, we're done. We're done spawning stuff in. I just want to make myself even more obscenely overpowered. So now, wow, I can command the suit and land. Now, basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do all of the expansion focuses that I can do diplomatically. And since my army is already extremely big, I doubt they're going to be rejecting. Because why would they? Hmm? Tell me. Why would they? Alright, real quick, I'm not sure. I doubt this will work. And they're gonna get immediately. Like, immediately, I'm telling you. Someone is going to. Imagine if I actually get the Wargle. Well, if I get the Wargle, that would be crazy. legal status of women. Unfortunately, I can't do total equality. Now, I would consider myself a feminist, the good kind of feminist. The equality, not dominance kind. So, unfortunately, I can't. I can only go up to limited rights. But rights are rights. Reorganize the Whammock. I didn't pronounce that properly at all. So now, still, no one cares about the Dutch. Poor Dutch people. I feel bad. I don't actually, though. I'm just saying I feel bad for comedy. I'm joking, I do kind of feel bad. No nation deserves to be occupied by the Germans. Maybe France. I'm kind of mad that they colonized Guinea. Good job, Guinea. Come on, you can do it. Wow, I really expected Italy would actually, like, improve compared to our timeline. I mean, actually, they are massively, but, like, you would expect that they would, like, finish way faster. Alright, reorganize the Whammock real quick. If you didn't know, you can press and hold shift and then just click what you want it to do. I'm not reading any of the buffs. I'm just looking at the ones that look cool and clicking them. There we go. So now, real quick, I'm going to go down this one just to get some pretty good buffs. Now, I do want Rommel, because he's a really good high commander. The states. Ooh. I have ambitions. Alright, the first set of properly produced troops are coming out. It's a shame that, at least for now, I don't have a land bridge over to Prussia. Hint, hint, wink, wink, bow, chicka, wow, wow. Behold. The first troops. Took them long enough. Alright, so let's see. No guarantee. No one cares. The Popular Front won. So now Behold button former tense. So I guess behold. We're gonna be putting Goring. Now I'm only doing that because I have the 4-year plan. Normally I'd never have Goring, but I might as well. I have almost 1,000,000 troops out already. That's probably because I cheated a ton in. So we already need a second person here. You can go on the French border. So now we can, unfortunately, for everyone else, do the Anschluss. Law enforcement. Here we go. I'm doing the stuff I think would be realistic, not the stuff I think is best for society, okay? Wait a minute. Oh, I thought I could form the Holy Roman Empire for a second. No, no. That's the First Reich, apparently. They just completely ignore the Austrian Empire. Even though this guy is Austrian. Really loyal to your country there, huh, bud? I just realized my teeth look like pretty white. Oh, they're blinding. Alright. They're going to accept, by the way. That's not a question. You got a military factory. And a compliment. I'm addressing the Reichstag. I'm about to do the Anschluss anyways. Is really no one gonna... Like, does no one care? No one cares about the Dutch. Alright. That's something. Let's go. Now this is what I call a little bit of trolling. Did you know that if Germany historically didn't annex the Sudetenland, their economy would have literally imploded? Like, the only reason why their economy didn't just fail in 1938 is because of the Anschluss. Like, they needed the Anschluss in order to keep their economy going. Fun fact, one time while I was playing Germany, I was so fast in defeating the Dutch in an early war that I literally they didn't call the Indies in. That's how fast it was. It's not that the Indies rejected, it's that the AI didn't have enough time to react. And that was on normal difficulty without cheating. Now just imagine what it'll be like when I have a ton of veteran divisions full doctrines and, you know, a full army group instead of just like 35-ish divisions going in. Alright, that's good enough. Gonna change this guy later though. Wait a minute. Herman Goring. Chat, it's a crossover episode. I'm not joking. Call it cringe if you want, but whenever whenever a teacher goes into another teacher's class, I always say it's a crossover episode. It's really dumb though, but it makes me happy. And that's what matters. Remember, kids, life is about being happy. Dominic. I don't know why. I just like calling out people in the audience. Not audience. I just like calling out viewers that don't exist. Alright, we're about to do a whole lot of trolling. And no one cares. Wow. I can just kinda... Now this is a whole lot of trolling. Alright, now we can just... And there we go. Okay, that was close. So first off, the Navy. And now, each and every colony will individually be taken. No, cancel that. Stack on all, stack on all. And there we go. And now, all that's left is to annex them. And oh yeah. So, oh yeah, the West Papuan state. That's a separate thing, I guess. I didn't know that was a thing. So, the West Papuan state doesn't have a claim. That's lame. It can't unite Papua either. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. A local collaborator. Well, I already have a dude here, so I guess it's fine. So, now we're gonna be going here. I'm literally just gonna line up my troops on their border because I can't be bothered to put a actual line. I just realized it's 1936. I own Austria, the Netherlands, and have several colonies. Now that is what I call overpowered. Wow. Alright, so personality cult just makes the most sense. Just look at that man's. Oh, wait, no, you can't see him. Yeah, no, if I let you see him, I would, no joke, get, I'd probably get, like, a strike on my account. So, let's just, voila. Remember, kids, speed is always the best thing to go for as Germany, for no particular reason. See, I knew putting the camera there would be a good idea, because I can just turn like that. Why am I so excited over a camera angle? Oh, that's great. Alright, so now, real quick, editing me, I'm gonna be going down, like, as pretty much as far down as I can on my army and these ones. So like, you know, just give me a sec. Thanks editing me. Alright, I went pretty far down. So now, let's go and get some buffs over here. Oh, but first, um, mm, alright, let's go with this guy. And now, oh yeah, what was that? And now I finished all that. Look at that. My mom would be proud if she, actually, now she wouldn't. Wait a minute. Alright, but first, taking a little bit of a break. Okay, people, I am back, and now we can quickly do this. No, wait. And now, ooh, look at all that. So real quick, I'm gonna do all of the, I'm gonna finish all these up. And then, alright, there we go. So, I think my economy is kind of dying. I think I needed the Sudetenland. Maybe a bit more territory. I didn't I didn't even boost National Spain, and they're just I just remembered they're supposed to win. So yeah, I need to brush up on my World War II history. Oh my god! If you're ever playing Hearts of Iron 4 with Road to 56 enabled, just disable the Allies coordination notifications. Trust me. And yo, Tango, Luna idea. Mine. Alright. They really don't want to join my faction. Here's a tip. If you're trying to like go fast, if you're trying to go fast doing focuses, like don't pause. Like stop pausing. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. No. I'm pretty sure they're still one of our best trading partners. I'm like one of the most. I'm like the most powerful nation. It's only 1937, which is just like wow. I don't know if you can hear that, but my grandma and my father are having a loud but friendly discussion. I have no clue what they're saying because it's in like Malinka or whatever it's called. Alright, establish production targets. Look at this. The economy. It's wonderful. Alright, I'm gonna be planting some people in there. And now, finally, I'm gonna save up for Ramu. I've been trying. I've been trying to save up for him, but I keep on doing something. Just randomly, I'll remember, oh yeah. And then I'll do something. And then I'll be annoyed like 5 minutes later once I remember I'm trying to get Erwin Rommel. Okay, good. There we go. Finally. Alright, real quick. I'm gonna make my camera smaller so you can see more. That's my factory count. 130 factories. Now, they have about 107. Okay, I have about the largest industry in Europe. Wow. This is massive. So now we can demand the Sudan land and start the conference. Look at that. Alright, so I'm assuming that Japan will be doing much, much better. But now, I think I'm just gonna do the rest of these focuses. Basically, I'm gonna make a quick montage of just doing all of the focuses here. So, editing me, you know what to do. It's montage time. And I'm only doing a montage because my headset is gonna die. I haven't charged it in a week. So, yeah, montage time. Which is really, I'm gonna stop talking time. But I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit so it's less boring. Alright, so this really wasn't supposed to happen. So, in order to continue the narrative I'm making here, it's not exactly obvious, but I'm trying to subtly tell a story that if you really read into, you could probably tell. Basically, this is my excuse for cheating. Yeah, I'm not fighting the Italians. They'd fold in 5 minutes. So, yeah, you leave faction, leave faction. So that faction no longer exists. So now I can uninterrupted invade. And instead, you're gonna be my friend. Yippee! Alright, let's go. Now if they do join an alliance, no. I'm kicking them. I'm not letting them join an alliance. That would ruin everything. I know, it's cheating. However, the narrative. Okay? Tra-la-la, tra-la-la. So, my economy now is really big. Oh, never mind. No, it's not. This is like the only. This war is the only thing holding up my economy. Like, the only reason why I still have any factories is because I'm at war. I don't think my economy's doing so well. I don't feel too well, Mr. Stark. Yeah? No, I was trying to pause the recording. Yeah, I think. Hmm. Uh-huh. Alright, so I had to cut it out because I don't want my name being leaked and stuff, private information, and my mom. But we got Italy in the alliance, and now we're getting Albert Spear. Hello, oh my gosh. So let's quickly finish up the invasion, take their capital. There's like no one stopping me. Pathetic. Alright. So that goes there. Now I want to demonstrate something from a mod I added. So, Fate of Dalmatia, the Fate of Slovenia, Montenegro, Serbia, and Croatia. So if I can, alright. So I think it's a bit bugged, but if I, alright, this is bugged, I think, because, alright, yeah, this is one of the things that I actually have this mod for. Other than making me insanely OP, sometimes I just don't want territory, so I have to transfer it. Alright. They're all in my alliance anyways. Except for you. Like, annex Albania already. Do it! Do it! Do it! Just do it! My golly, gee whiz. Okay, now you people go back to the French border. And ooh yeah. Oh my goodness, what was that? So now I have allies all throughout Eastern Europe. I have Hungary, all of these Reichskommissariats. You got Croatia, Montenegro. Oh. Hmm. Alright, so real quick. I'm gonna do. There we go. I think this historically went to Hungary as well. And there we go. Now we have semi-accurate borders. But I am going to undo this. Alright, there we go. So, Serbia. Wait, no. So while it did look nice, no. I understand that technically it's like cheating, but come on. There's nothing I could have done. I was slightly inconvenienced. It was out of my hands, okay? Out of my control. What am I supposed to do? I was slightly inconvenienced once again. Alright, so now I'm gonna be focusing on alright, hold up. I still have time. Alright. Now I'm gonna focus on getting more military buffs because naturally going to war with the most powerful nations in the world is going to require some pretty good divisions, wouldn't you say? Wait a minute. It's the name of the DLC. That's not supposed to happen. Shh. Nothing happened. You know what? This is getting annoying. And I think it's bugged. But I'm adding cores to this, okay? This is clearly a bug. Alright. Ooh, ooh, ah. I'm bewildered. And yeah, I'm using that big word right. I checked. $17.30. Wait, now. This is genuinely annoying me. A lot of trolling, I would say. Now it's time for a whole lot of trolling. We literally have the so we basically have we have in the wise words of Technoblade, paraphrasing the wise words of Technoblade, we now have the base stats of a Greek demigod. Anyways, yeah, it's time for a whole lot of trolling. Not only are we going to be pumping out way more people. Wait a minute. Oh, that sounded weird. We're pumping out more people. Don't. No. How, well, what does that mean? I don't know what it means, but it sounds wrong. And I'm scared. Man, it's called Chat Alexander Hamilton. Chat Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. And then I'm knowing I haven't done. Just you wait. Just you wait. Alright. I need a bit of an industry boost. So what if I just start building in everything? Look at all those mills. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Vector. Alright, I'm thinking about doing the war a bit early. I just remembered. Look at that. Japan. What hath thou done, Japan? Something smells weird. Alright. You know what? I know it's cheating. But I feel like it's a lot more realistic. British East Indies. I know, it's terrifying. I just realized Indonesia. So, like, it doesn't have one of these for Malaya for some reason. Alright, we have some goody in the hoodie divisions. I think we need more divisions. I can't imagine only hold up, wait a minute. I gotta do the math here. So 24 times 5, 120 times 3. I only have 360. Oh, hold up, wait a minute. Plus 20. I only have 380 divisions. I don't think that'll be enough, guys. I don't think that 380 divisions will be enough. Pathetic. I only have 3 million people fighting for me. Alright. So now I'm running out of time here to be recording. So I'm going straight into war. Imagine if they accept. I have 3 times the required amount of troops. So I think I did pretty good here at making myself insanely OP. Hopefully I end up actually bothering to edit this. It happens so much. I make a video, I'm passionate through the whole thing, and then I just never end up um, editing it, and it never sees the light of day. Eventually, it ends up in my trash. Also, look at how I'm sitting. Look at this. That's on my desk. That's my desk. Why do I sit like that? You know what? Nah, nah. We're finding a new way to sit. Look at this. That's comfy. I see why women do it. Unfortunately, it keeps me a good bit away from my desk. I have long-ish arms. I'll be fine. This isn't painful at all. This is painful in many ways. It's painful mentally, physically, and other ways. I don't know what other ways there are other than mentally and physically, and I'm too scared to figure it out. Alright, so I'm gonna be invading the lowlands countries, Poland, up here, lowlands, France, Switzerland. I'm gonna try to get the UK, I'm going to fail, and then I'm gonna slam against the Soviets. Meanwhile, these guys are gonna go, have some fun. But the reason why I gave this to the British is because I imagine, in order to not get desecrated off the face of the earth for literally invading a nation in Europe, nonetheless, they would have to give massive concessions, like most of the Indies, or limiting their army a bit, which I did not do in the slightest. I have 3.2 million people in the field and rising. There's more coming. I'm pumping out new people. Or new troops. Still. Nah, I'd win. Basically, what I'm gonna do is, my goal is to, get the British out. I'm gonna basically make two Britons. There's gonna be the fascist Britain, and there's gonna be, the normal, not fascist Britain. Kind of like the New Order, but different. Look at that. 40 brand new divisions. They're just pumping out experience. Alright. Danziger War will be starting really soon. I really kind of want nukes, so hopefully it goes well. Or no, hopefully this hurries up. the research. I can't. I can't articulate myself, and it's only 9. It's only 9:30. And I'm already losing motor function in my mouth. Finally! Oh my goodness. Took him long enough. Sweden. Alright. I'm gonna invade Poland, and then this video will either be split into 2 parts, or I'm going to be recording it over the course of 2 weeks. So like, yeah, I'm gonna split it in 2. It just feels better. And so, at 6 in the morning, as people are getting up for the day, they suddenly hear the rumbling of tanks. And so, I, where did Serbia go? I don't think I did that. Hey, so that's not supposed to happen. Alright, we gotta do some fancy business here. Alright, finally. There we go. And now, we get to see just how good my military is. I almost forgot something. Ah, there we go. Did I just annex this territory? I annexed it. What? I'm no joke annexing territory as I go along. That's cool. That's cool. I never knew that would happen. I gotta play this game more often. Soviets better sign this pact. I love how in the middle of a war, I'm still developing Turkey. Alright, and Poland should be falling soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed. It is really late. So this has been part 1. Part 2 will probably be coming like the day after I end up recording this. Not after I record this. The day after I end up releasing this. So like part 1 and then part 2, one after another. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Because I certainly did. So now, I'm just gonna set up this line. And goodbye.